Hello, my lovely little Muppet minions. It's good to see you again. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be doing a Armstrong and Miller reaction here. This is sent in by Little Lances, and it's the Armstrong and Miller Show Spring Cotillion. Now, before we start this, I gotta look. I'm not quite sure what a cotillion is, or if I'm saying that correctly. So let's look this up here. Dictionary. Cotillion is an 18th century French dance based on the contradance. The second one here is a formal ball, especially one at which I don't even know what that word is. Debutantes are presented. Fucking hell. So I'm actually here. Let's pull up the Wikipedia. Cotillion is a social dance popular in 18th century Europe and North America, originally for four couples in square formation. Okay, so it's when they do that. I think I've seen dances like this in movies and stuff. I'm sure there's a lot more to it than that. Excuse my ignorance. I wasn't sure what a cotillion was. I don't even know how to say that properly. So let's pull up. Please forgive me for this, the way I'm opening this. But how to say cotillion. Let's hear it. Cotillion. Okay, so I am pronouncing that correctly, I believe. At least from one video where I heard it. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, this is the Armstrong and Miller Show Spring Cotillion, and this was sent in by Little Lances. So thank you, Little Lances, for sending that in. Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And let's see how funny this one is. Here we go. Hoppity hop hop. They're like bunnies.
You're not moving quite so freely as is your wont, Mr. Cotillion. You're usually such a wonderful dancer.
Unfortunately, Miss Cardew, I am negotiating an obstruction in my breeches of the same tough, knotty, and veined aspect as a Portuguese sailor's arm.
You have a shapely form, Miss Harwood, which provokes a rage of delight in me.
And you have a lively tongue, Captain Jennings.
Indeed, madam. So lively that should you be on the receiving end of it, you'd be compelled to cram your underskirts into your mouth to keep the windows from shattering.
Okay. This is good. This is good. Oh my god.
So prettily coiffed, Miss Harwood. You resemble nothing so much as the most charming French poodle.
I'm flattered, Mr. Gosling.
Which leads me to inquire whether at a later stage this evening I might be permitted to attend you on all fours with all the bestial vigour of one of my father's prize mastiffs.
Woof, woof.
Fuck off, dude.
Fours with all the bestial vigour of one of my father's prize mastiffs.
Woof, woof.
Precisely.
Woof woof, precisely. Oh my god.
Not too fatigued by this evening's exertions, Miss Cardew.
Why no, Captain Jennings, I could go on for hours.
Then might I suggest that you join me later for some modest theatricals?
Gladly. And which roles would we be playing?
Why, I would play the part of a wealthy industrialist, whilst you, Miss Cardew, would play a Whitechapel strumpet of such eye-wateringly low virtue that you would leave me as dry as a ship's biscuit.
Oh, dude. These are great.
Ah, Miss Cardew. You and your friend Miss Harwood look ravishing tonight.
Then perhaps you would like to accompany us back to Duxford Hall, where she and I would be most happy to disport ourselves gaily before you on the floor of the parlour.
And would I be confined to observing these antics, or Might I be permitted to participate at some opportune juncture?
Participate? Oh, Mr. Gosling, I can promise that you'll see more action than the Duke of Wellington's musket.
Miss Howard, you look ravishing. Though I cannot help but conject that your exquisite gown would look even more becoming strewn on the floor of my bedchamber.
And a man as exquisitely fashioned as you, Captain Jennings, would look even more becoming on, beneath, behind, and for my own benefit, several inches within me.
Dude.
You dance impeccably, Miss Harwood. You've truly awoken the devil in my imaginings.
And you, Captain Jennings, have stirred something in the region girded by my most intimate undergarments.
Indeed. And I believe it would interest you to know that under the restrictions of my pantaloons, there's a protrusion so monstrously tumescent that were you to avail yourself of it, I can guarantee your horse would see no action for a week.
Yo! Please tell me that this is how, this is how the players talked in these times. This is wild. Oh my god.
Captain Jennings, I'm looking forward to succumbing to the liberty of your roving hands this evening.
And it is with the utmost anticipation that I am looking forward to flinging you upon my divan and plundering your most intimate undergarments.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Captain Jennings, but in a quite unforgivable display of amnesia, I appear to have left them in my bedchamber.
Ah, Miss Cardew. I was hoping to have the pleasure of interviewing you this evening.
Oh, Mr. Gosling, I'm afraid I've rather rashly agreed to receive Captain Jennings this evening.
Captain Jennings? But why?
Because, Mr. Gosling, according to Lady Derbyshire, he is endowed with a sword as elegantly formed as it is epically proportioned, and which will leave me walking like an orphan with rickets.
Well, I left...
Yo. I really like that one. I like how the ladies were just as bad as the men in this. That was a real treat. I want more of that. That was awesome. I'm hoping that during those days that that was the way to get the ladies, dude. Imagine like you're single out wherever you are looking for a man, and a man walks up to you talking like this. How would you take that? Would you be like, whoa, this is weird? Or would you be like, this is strangely attractive? I'm curious. I need the ladies' opinion on this type of speak. Or speech, however you want to say it. But anyway, I found that very, very amusing. Those guys. Yeah, Armstrong and Miller, those guys are funny, man. And I learned something, a cotillion. And I'd seen those like balls and stuff before, but I didn't know that was the word for it. So that's the beauty of this. Even though we're having fun and I'm laughing at things, I'm learning something new every single day that I otherwise wouldn't have known. So I have you guys to thank for that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And once again, thank you, Little Lances, for sending that in. Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And I will see you again soon. Have a great day and stay safe. Peace out.